यंगम कपिनाम सर्वे दोषदंती परमप्रधान पुरुषांतरणे विष्णुपति कारण ईश्वराय ओम गंगा श्री समर्पयामि तत्प्रतिको वेराम नारायण ओमनाथ विनोदने देवा संकचक्रगदाधरा चक्रवर्तीनाम संप्रीतम नारायण देशवा गोविंदा हे कृष्णा कमला गोविंदा करपिता गुणनिधे दामोदरा माधवा हे कृष्णा कमलापते यमुपते सीतापते श्रीपते वैकुंठाधिपते चराचरपते लक्ष्मीपते पाहि मां ओम सर्वेषां मंगलं भवात् सर्वसन्तु निरामया सर्वभद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् नन्दन्तु सर्वभूतेषु निराधिकानि सन्तुष्ट प्रीतिरस्तु परस्परं सिद्धिरस्तु कर्मणि स्वस्य सुखदे नित्यं शान्तिरस्तु चतुष्पदे शान्तिरस्तु देवस्य भूर्भुवः ओम नमो यम द्वारे महाघोरे दीपदाने मया हस्ते मया देते तत्सर्वं Yam Dware Mahasohe Ipadane Mayahaste Namo Brahmade Namo Brahmudaya Ragie Sankar Krishna Namaskar Ram My dear friends, death and dying is one of the mysteries of life. There are many sad faces recognizing and realizing that this is the last interaction that the children, grandchildren, friends, relatives, neighbors will have the opportunity to interact. That is also a very sad occasion, but it's a reality of our existence. As that version says, "Ek din hame jana hai," so that one day we will all have to leave this body, leave this world through this media. Nobody is going to escape from this world without passing through this process. That alone is a wake-up call to us all. That alone is a wake-up call for us all to rethink the direction of our life, to rethink what we are doing with our life. One of the greatest tragedy of this human existence is that we fail to recognize and realize and understand our purpose in life. I repeat, one of the greatest tragedy of this human existence is the human failing to understand your purpose in life. The general consensus is that we come here to have a house and land and money and husband and wife and children and car and job. All that is well and good. But we have a greater purpose in life, my dear friends, a greater responsibility with our life. All the things that mother has spent her life, house and children, and she was a very loving and polite and kind and caring mother, grandmother, friend, neighbor. And that is a very important practical lesson for us, my dear friends. That nothing is this world is ours. People fighting for land and house and money and jewelry. Nothing is good with that. Not even this body, because when we don't with the body, I had a whole and direct up to the time he power and what we carry with us, my dear friends, is our spiritual acquisitions. Spiritual acquisition, meaning how we have done with our spiritual life. This human existence is a spiritual journey. Very important, I want to repeat it. This physical existence that we are in is a spiritual journey. But 82% of the world population miss that bus. 82% of the population ain't have time for God. You know when they don't remember God, when they come with finger, go, and then when they fail fast, they wrap up God and chicken in that pocket again until they come with finger again. No, no, this is the reality. Analyze and you'll understand what I'm saying. People use God conveniently, right? If they ever watch them, they want God to come and kill the neighbor, say, neighbor quarrel with me, God come kill them. That is the kind of relationship we cultivate and develop ourselves with God. But it has a manush kind of power. You see this human existence that we are experiencing, this human existence, we are the only ones in the creation. And I want you to appreciate being a human being. We are the only ones in the creation have the privilege and the opportunity to talk to God. Think about it. We as human beings, which is the highest in God's creation, we are the only ones who have that opportunity, that privilege to talk to God. The ants, the dog, the fish, nobody have that opportunity. And yes, 82% of us fail. Trinidad is different. Trinidad is a British society. But when you travel outside the world, you realize people have time for God. There's no go, connecting to 3 jobs, just to pay bills and to exist. And they work and they government there, they miss the opportunity for which you are in possession of this human existence. This human existence, my dear friends, is a very valuable position. You are the nearest to God. You are the highest in the creation. Understand what you have come in this world for. That you have come in this world to uplift your spiritual being. Unfortunately, throughout the world, people are being exploited to the max in the name of God. We are all intelligent. We know everybody knows what I'm talking about. People are being exploited in the name of God. The more you pay, the more you pray. If you understand what I mean. And that is so unfortunate because the craving, the hunger for God is within us. But we want to pay our way out, and that does not always work out favorably. My dear friends, in the Bhagavad Gita, we are reminded Patram Purusham Phalam Soyam Yomit Bhakta that to the individual who have the wisdom and knowledge would understand the divinity of the creation, would understand the divinity of God within the creation. God is not some old man with a big beard like mine, sit down somewhere up in the sky watching them. God is us. God is within us. God is around us. But you have to have the knowledge, the wisdom, and the intelligence to recognize divinity. In the Ramayana, where Bhagavan Sri Ram said, Siya Rama Mai Sabajaganjani Karahuta Rama Jodi Gopani. He said that, my dear people, God is the creator, God is the creation, and God is the creative. Recognize the divinity of God within us, around us. That is very, very, very important. Recognize divinity within us, that God is present in the entire creation. My dear friends, my short message to you, because we have quite a few speakers, my short message to you is to let this death today in this family be a wake-up call for all of us to analyze and figure out what is your individual purpose in life as far as your spiritual pursuits, your spiritual objectives, your spiritual direction in this life. Because whether you know it or not, the clock is ticking. Somewhere out there is already a tree, a log, a board to prepare for food. That's frightening, eh? You have a board already out there to prepare for food. So that wake-up call is for us to analyze and realize that I am here on a pilgrimage. I am here on a spiritual mission. And that mission is to find our spiritual pathway. Because in Bhagavad Gita also, Bhagavan Sri Krishna explains to us that we are on a battlefield. Dharma Kshetra, Kurukshetra, Samhita, Mamaka, Pandya, Sri Guru, Chandra. We are on a battlefield, and that battle between right and wrong, good and bad, God and Satan. And every single thing that we do in our life, every single thing that we do in our life is accumulated as karma. And karma determines the direction of your life. You do all the good things in life, you do all the wrong things in life, but one thing you have to understand, karma pradhana vipakaraka. Everything that we do, we have to face the consequences of our action. Mother has spent her entire life looking after family. I have been involved in this family for many, many, many years, and she is the same person. No changes, no different. Always very caring, very concerned for all her children and grandchildren and friends and neighbors, colleagues. Very, very, very caring person. Anything go wrong in the family, whatever day, whatever time, she would call Baba, so and so, so and so, so and so, the problem. What to do? This is the kind of concern and caring. And today, the children and grandchildren and family, they are expressing their sorrow, their grief, their agony, their pain for losing the center post of this family. But Bhagavad Gita tells us that when somebody dies, and this is for the immediate family, when a loved one dies, it is better to pray than to grieve and lament and cry and sorrow. Because you have lost a mother. Okay. Think about her loss. Her loss is 100 times greater than your loss. She has lost her body, which for however many years she looked after that body. She has lost her house. She has lost her precious children, grandchildren, great grandchildren. She has lost all her friends. She has lost house, land, money, jewelry. She has lost everything. So her loss is 1,000 times greater than your loss. But it is better to pray for her. Whenever that grief comes, whenever that sadness comes over, you pray. That cushions effect. But the more you cry and grieve and lament, the more hurtful that soul will be. But that soul is witnessing everything that is taking place. And when you cry and grieve and lament, that soul will have a reaction. But you sit down and pray. You light a deer of a flower and you pray. You feel stronger, you feel more able to withstand that agony, that distress, that pain. And it helps the soul, most important. It helps the soul. Because when you cry, the soul cries. When you pray, it helps. Because the soul cannot pray for itself. So this is why we are gathered here today to offer prayer on behalf of the soul. That is a very important thing. And next thing I want to mention up here, generally, in funeral, they have a trend to have a music truck, and most likely, or most often, inappropriate music is being played. However times I am in a position to stop, I try to stop it. That soul is going through a sorrow that you can never imagine that soul is going through. And you're going to play a music truck. How inappropriate that would be. Think about it. That soul going through a tremendous distress, and you're going to have higher music truck. That's all kind of things, that is not appropriate. Prayer is appropriate. My bhajans with the microphone, bhajans is appropriate. I I went to the world in Mexico recently, and I think bad right people are pulling for the truck and stop it. I don't want to tell any kind of music industry why people are closed. In a funeral, I got pull everybody and pull it from the front. About that music or do something else. This is not time for that kind of music, but this is not a time and place. So that's one part of it. The other part of it, that culture again, people use the opportunity to open it on. In a cremation site, in a burial ground, in a cemetery, it is highly inappropriate because that is a contaminated environment. And you go just sit down and have a picnic and open your car trunk, well, you know when you open your car trunk, what happens? It's spare tire. Something in a cooler. That is highly, highly inappropriate. I try to discourage and remind people that they are in a contaminated environment spiritually and therefore they should not be picnicking in such an environment. So those of you who pack your cooler and have plans of packing your cooler, leave it for the beach and the river and the other occasions. But this is a solemn occasion, my dear friends, and we have to keep it that way. And look through that culture is everything pack your cooler and open it up. Not enough river. Not high enough. My dear friends, we have with us from the program. I'll ask him to say a few. We have quite a few speakers, so we'll have everybody very short. First from the program, and then we have.
Good morning to one and all. This morning, I dear brothers and sisters, children all, what we are witnessing here is one of the greatest truths there is on the face of this earth. I will speak about this very much. We here are all dying people. We here are all dying people. We have already started taking our exit out of this world. I like to speak about myself. So you prepare yourself. Not too long I have Bonair here. No purpose. Not too long I just without glasses. I have to use glasses. The life of me is a little problem for me. 1 or 2 months I have to start to walk with them. You know, that is the reason I'm going. I am leaving. Health is leaving this body. I am leaving. The day what Baba service is called a H. And H. means the last flight we can perform for human. This is the last flight, which is called H. So here I can see 2 lines in a bhajan, and it says, Mata Putra Se Pyar, Pyar Hai Jitna, Kaun Karega Itna, Kaun Karega Itna. It says, who could love a child more than a mother? Who can love a child more than a mother? And religion. And what I used to say, a lot of older people used to say, that when someone's pregnant, you want to put in the grave, or you want to put on the land. And the mother doesn't study that. All the mother studies is her child. I know I was thinking last night, we put beautiful flowers on the very market. We put beautiful flowers on the very market. But for an this preparation, now what is the suffering and still by the I'm so clear about it. They got married and they get together and they produced so many children. And you all are the flowers of my husband. So I died and you all. Now stand up and hold your husband. And you all have such love for him that you have no job as a husband. You all take care of I understand how to write out the marriage. Yes. But the only command is to never see his face. Everybody look at them. I always say, when both of them are, and it is the whole of my life, we see and like when we talk to the and you see this sometimes we come up on our people that are good, all of the other people, and that we look at the normal, passing there, passing there, we have to do that before we do it. No, and it looks stable. No farmer would be like stable. Maybe not mama, we do not say stable. The other closest to it. No, my baby. Oh, he said, I'm going to this, and I have all different kind of but there is hope here, who wants the God, no, and that is because, you know, nowadays, there are not enough children, even though the best children that can want to have one still, how far is enough. Now, one of those thoughts, I want to see there is I'm not. Now, here, we want what you are doing is one of the greatest things that this part is your mantra and here is regardless of where you are, whatever position you have, how much years you are in the time. That's one of the ideas. I mean, it's very easy. She might say, oh, it's great. I will learn. I'm trying for you to come back to this mind such a good information that love of what is there to be faced that we can be we are all we are always just I said here just now, and I reflected sometimes people have the most expensive and not one of them because that's a very big room, a very big bed, so much of different types of clothing, so much different things to eat. When you get to a restaurant, you want to get the best thing for them. The ring, All expensive research and probably ask your part of the library. These gardens have data of nights of the moon. We conducted hospitals. They have to see their we have some of the best friends. We clear me. And as soon as we reach my house, we go to there. And the whole is because of the life. And the body grows. All right. Now, when you go out, you know, another thing, you know, the one having the person for us. The more is the help of the more and all of this. We have seen yes. Mucho trabajo en cada dos. A ver, porque la situación las cosas, everything you have, I was thinking of studying that. Maybe it's another. Maybe it's just more for why the wishes are going from the same. We are going and wishes. That Lord, there are reports to go to somebody like me. That Lord, everybody has to faith because change possessing is nine forms of devotion. I don't know how I don't know how you support anybody, or you can scare anybody. Our public cannot have no restrictions, but our devotion was a clear on that. So, the nation works, we can go on and on. It's so much about that. So much about that. So, the nation, I want to go back to my room, that's very good. Thank you. Thank you. You see, my friends, a lot of advice, a lot of wisdom, a lot of knowledge, but how much of it do you analyze? How much of it do you assimilate? And that's the difference. If you well talk nice, talk long, talk well sense, but do not talk sense, but how much of it have you accepted and transform your life in the process? Because this is the purpose of it, is to give you ideas and knowledge and advice and wisdom to help you, to guide you to improve your life, to better your life spiritually. At this time, my dear friends, one of my daughter, Vienna, I hand over to Vienna to share a few words on behalf of the family.
how much love she had for her family. Grandma grew into a lovely young lady and got married to her husband, Ragie Sankar, and they had four wonderful children, Ricky, Rosalie, Sandra, and Lydia, and Lisa became a grandmother and great-grandmother of many. She was a mother to many, many more children than her four children. And many of you gathered here today will surely recall fond memories of spending holidays with her. Her home was always filled with with children during the holidays, as all her nieces and nephews, and even the children in the neighborhood looked forward to spend their holidays with Grandma and Grandpa. The memories are countless, and will always be drawn out to come at once the good times they had together with my grandmother. My grandmother was the most loving, caring, genuine, kind-hearted, humble, pleasant person you would have ever met in your life. She was a mother to all that crossed her path. Strangers became family instantly when she greeted them with that precious smile on her face. What will never see. Her heart was filled with love for each person she encountered. She always ensured her family was able to the best of her ability and always had food waiting for us when we returned home. Her home was never out of food and she was an amazing cook. She was always active and constantly doing her house chores until we had to call her from time to time to rest. She was one of the most hardworking person I know. I should always stand to the land and farm and still do her daily chores, even before she passed. My grandma, my mountain, my my grand, my everything was the life of the family. She meant and always will always mean the world to us. She was always our main priority, and we always ensured she was happy every second she spent on this earth. She was my life, and I love her more than anything in this world. We spent most of our time together from baby until now, and I know I've made her happy always. I gave my best at all times to make sure she was always happy, comfortable, and not one day I wanted to see her fail. I cannot muster the strength to accept reality that you are no longer here with us, and I do not know how to live life without you. Part of me is gone forever, and living without you would not be easy. You are my number one always. I will miss your sweet voice, your perfect smile, your loving heart, your beautiful face, and most of all, perfect you. You are the Lakshmi in our home, and to all your family, and your pillar of strength. Life will never be the same without you, but I know you have given your wings and will be looking down at us always. We promise to fulfill your last wishes of living peacefully with each other and taking care of each other, especially your pride and joy, as you used to say, your life. Sophie, I honestly have so much to say about my grandmother, but I cannot find the words to reflect the perfection of this great soul. But each and everyone here knows that she was one of a kind and angel on earth. Words won't do justice to describe how perfect she was to us. Mother, we love you more than you will ever know, and we pray that you rest peacefully in the arms of Lord Krishna. Keep looking down at us, guiding us, and protecting us. Continue to give us the courage and strength to live without you, as you have been doing in your last days with us. You are angel here on earth, and now you've got your wings. Fly high, my sweet, sweet lady, my life, my world, my everything. I love you.
Emotional sentiment, my dear friends, is an expression coming from the heart of the grandchild of the kind of life that mother lived, not only to her children and grandchildren, but even strangers and people whoever she encountered in life. This is an example for us to follow. Sometimes we gather in place, we gather in position, we gather in authority, and we feel so arrogant and so out of this world. Humility, humble. She was very humble, very pleasant smile for whatever challenges that she may face in life. She always expressed that pleasant outlook. At this time, I call on Kumar, son-in-law, and he has indicated that his wish to express his views on this family, so I hand over to Kumar.
British Vyas, Pandit Vishnu, Pandit Ujjwal, members of the revered family, friends, well-wishers. As we gather here to pray our last respect for the deceased, for the deceased, the 24th of September 14, 24th of September 49, a Devi, a Beti, and an angel were sent to the face of earth to Pitachi Samaru and Budni Chavla. Pitachi would then journey to the Pandit and get the name of Mona Jagral. And now I will open the diary of the life of Ragie Mona Jagral. She was the first, and then growing up as a baby, as a daughter, she was awesome. And then siblings would come. She became the eldest sister and also mother to her siblings. Her life continued. Then she would become a Dulahi, and her duty as a daughter-in-law to her father-in-law and mother-in-law was awesome. It was never a burden as some daughter-in-laws and son-in-laws we have today. She carried out her functions excellent. And as I go on, it will get better. Then she went on to be a Durham Putney, an excellent wife. She performed her best for her Dulaha fire. I could remember when he gets ready to go to work. In the back of the pouch, she will put the shirt, drip with the vest. The pants come down and fall on the pair of shoes with his sock. All he had to do is sit down and everything is on. And she conducted her life faithfully. Not one day she defaulted. Not one day she face was like this. Never. Always with a smile, a true Durham Putney. And we who live in today should be this example. All we can do is to carry on where she lives. As true Sitama that we truly are. And all her action towards her husband was that. Then she would have the children, grandchildren, and all the expression of the years that she spent with it was love. She lived and treated, love, giving, and forgiving. A soul like this had never been known. But today, it is said, how it was in the beginning, it will be in the end. And when she came into this world, she was the first. And then, until I grew, it started to be filled. There is a, once there is joy, there will be sadness. Once there is sadness, there will be joy. And so all the family came. And then one by one, they started to leave. Peter leaving, brother, sister, and today, she are going. My friends, today, I believe it is as when Sri Ram come from exile in Nigeria and meet Sitama. Today, the joy of me across here is meeting this Dhanapati, this daughter-in-law is coming. You could imagine the happiness again. Once we was happy, we are sad here, and they are going to be full. So one day, all of us have to take this journey. We are living to die. But the thing is, how are we living? Right? How are we living is the main thing. You know, you have to live for her life to make any meaning. We have to accept the value that she has. That which is implanted, we have to continue. The baton has now passed on us in a relay. We now, the family, have to stand up for one day all of us will go. And then that side will full, and the younger generation will take over. It will be a start again. As Jimmy said, this world is not mine. We are just passing through. But how are we passing through? Some passing one, some fighting. But this beauty, this Mataji demonstrated love to the British. This we have to be thankful. Across the bridge, there is no more sorrow. There is no more pain. So you could imagine the gathering here that waited. Let us not keep back that atma from reaching its final abode, where it came from. My friends, it is sad the loss I individual like this. When I speak of this, I think it's because of she. We just get married to love. But I think because of her action, I decided to get married because I see my brother Kishore here. You know, the chip don't fall far from the block. And if this bring up my wife and the daughters and I wasn't wrong, they live this life. My friends, we can go on and go on. I can remember, oh, we are living to die, right? By how we live it, right? We have to prepare for that. So I made that speech when my uncle Johnny did. When I finished, our older and the man asked me, say, son, what do you say? Go by happiness, go by what? Make purpose. I said, no, man. It's how we live this life. Will be still how we live. It is hard to know somebody as a mother and as a mother. She will be sadly missed. Once I was reading a book with question and answer, and I stumbled upon a question. What is the most wonderful thing in life? I said, who's the clock? Who is it? Who is that? Nice wife, home, land, family. It is when I reach the answer, I realize what a person I am. For the answer is, the living around us live as if they will never die. But we have to go. And when we go, we must go like home. Mataji Abu. My friend, may her soul rest in peace. And we love you. And will always love you. You may die physically, but spiritually, mentally, you will never die, for you will live in the hearts of all of us. Sitaram, Ramnam, Satyam. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Kumar, son-in-law. A marriage that I did a couple years ago. 36 years ago, I did that with children. At this time, you see, my dear friends, we mustn't wait until somebody lie down and coffin and say good things about them. I am not the person to make flowery speech. I speak on reality and what it means to create in my life. At this time, we will invite my son Dave, who would express his grandson again, his sentiments today on behalf of the family. Sandeep.
Sitaram, good morning, everyone. Today we have lost a wonderful, compassionate, caring, hardworking, beautiful, and loving soul. Being in her company was truly a blessing. For everyone's birthday, Grandma Mona would sing happy birthday with a melodious voice. Grandma Mona was a God-sent angel. She cared and loved everyone with a heart of gold. So he was sent to us as an amazing blessing, just like her. We pray and ask Bhagwan Krishna to guide our soul to have a smooth journey on her way to the heavens. I know she will be looking down at us and will be showering her blessings. We will forever love and appreciate everything she did for us. All her pain and suffering is over, and she will be resting comfortably in the arms of Bhagwan Krishna. We love you, Grandma Mona.
Thank you very much. Sanjeev, grandson, expressing his prayerful sentiments. Everything that is being said here today, my dear friends, reflects a greater picture of the life that Mother lived, how she conducted herself, her relations with us, and that alone is a lesson for us, my dear friends, how we should live our lives. You know, sometimes we have a little money, we have a little good looks, we have a little position, we have a little authority, and we start behaving as tin gods. We start behaving in a very arrogant and ignorant and undesirable way. For the number of years that I have known Mother, she has always been pleasant, pleasant smile, pleasant disposition. Mr. Bagelu, Mr. Rajkumar Bagelu, oh, you left already. Okay, well, you probably have had other engagements, so you have to leave. But at this time, I would invite the children, grandchildren, to come and make their offerings. While the children, while the children are making their offerings, I leave the floor open. If anybody needs to come and check the words, I invite you now to do so. Thank you very much.
Sitaram, Namaste. Prashant, good morning to each and everyone gathered here. And Assalamu alaikum to my Muslim brothers and sisters also here. I am working my life at home. And the third is I am not searching my the fire. There was a day when I was working on this college, fires were taken up a school. But we are to pick up on only way. I want to account for it. So you would drop me off to school and then go home. I think she was doing some sewing classes or something like that, right? That's correct. And then I saw a little boy and I saw a relationship going on. Saying this, they can look at whether I'm so sorry to say that we got married in another explanation from Bonair. I would say she transformed Bonair quite a lot. But by her love, by her style, by her kind ways and deeds, I think she tried her best to keep the community together and she did a good job. Pauline she played the role of a wife. And they considered that any particular members are another kind of other wife. Even her children, grandchildren, people, because then open your voice and send back what I spoke about. And believe that everything what is said is quite true. There's nothing more than do this age that you actually get. So we know that she has gone to a better place in its work. She has accomplished everything God put her in for 1949. I don't think there's nothing else one could have done. So design also all you have to decide in the land, cutlass, music cutlass, is very organized, coffee, popular, everything. This is someone who go there. Alright, I just invite somebody else dancing coco today, which is asking, right? Most people don't know about dancing coco. Right? Um, there's a lot of things I could say about Bonair, but it was very but what struck me today is the message both on the G that rest, not for Mona, but for you and I, who are alive, are we just dictating. The striking message I remember was when he said, somewhere out in the forest there's a tree standing, which will make a bond to make our coffee. That's what he was talking. So don't be labels anymore. We'll be doing that. All of us have to do that road one day. So the message he left to me that live your life while you're here. You don't know when your last step will be called. Maybe in a sleep, you may not wake up. So the message is understand. He has sent one of me to help us, but we have to live this life. If we could emulate one, at least take one example from our life and one of it. Thank you. In closing, there's a song there, we all have this program. He said that I'm even making for me. The Lord my shepherd, I shall not want. Maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still water. He restored my soul. He leadeth me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, do I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. I will fear no evil. For thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. Thou anoint my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever and forever. Amen. So we know our will be with the Lord forever and ever until this end. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Well done. Very powerful message that explains to us what this life is all about and how we should govern and manage and conduct our lives. Sad to say that very often people miss the true meaning of the human existence. As Swami Sadhguru in a recent interview, a little documentary that he said that the human race is the weakest and sickliest they have ever been in the history of mankind. And if you look at it, we realize how true that is. Now, 5-year-old children wear glasses and not diabetes and heart condition. Mentally, the human race is the weakest that they have ever been. People's mind are deteriorate at a very rapid rate. And spiritually, well, I explained the spiritual link and the spiritual relationship that we cultivate and develop. Spiritually, we are the weakest human beings. So where are we going with ourselves? What direction of our lives? Physically, mentally, and spiritually. So my dear friends, at this time, I invite all and anybody who wish to come and pay their respects, you are invited to do so now. Thank you. Generally, anybody who wish to come and pay their respects, I invite you to do so now. Thank you.
कितना प्यार जगाती है, कितना प्यार जगाती है, ना तेरी ममता कितनी प्यारी, कितना प्यार जगाती है, कितना प्यार जगाती है। श्वास श्वास की रक्षा करती, श्वास श्वास की रक्षा करती, पग पग प्राण बचाती है, कितना प्यार जगाती है, माते ममता कितनी प्यारी, कितना प्यार जगाती है, कितना प्यार जगाती है। तो ईश्वर की रिद्धि सिद्धि, तू प्रभाती भक्ति माँ, तू विष्णु की माया देवी, तू शंकर की शक्ति माँ, तू विष्णु की रिद्धि सिद्धि, तू प्रभाती भक्ति माँ, तू विष्णु की माया देवी, तू शंकर की शक्ति माँ, तो हाथों से भाग जगाती, भागी भागी आती है, कितना प्यार जगाती है, ना तेरी ममता कितनी प्यारी, कितना प्यार जगाती है, कितना प्यार जगाती है। तू काली महाकाली दुर्गा, तू ही पार भवानी माँ, तू पुराण का तार शारदा, तू ही लोक की रानी माँ, तो बालक भोजन लेकर ये सुनाती है, कितना प्यार जगाती है, आखिरी ममता कितनी प्यारी, कितना प्यार जगाती है, कितना प्यार जगाती है। श्री कृष्ण चंद्र महाराज विनती
My dear friends will be leaving in a short while. We'll go through the Guatapano, Little Cora, through Koto Oilfield, up the highway to the Kirep Exchange, to the Piaco, turn off, and then through Kelly, Caroni, to the cremation site. Thank you very much.
Praise God. Yes. Let us sing a few hymns for the Lord sister. What a friend we have in Jesus. Praise God. One, a friend we have in Jesus. All sins and griefs together. What a privilege to have everything to God in prayer. Oh, what peace we often fall open. Oh, what needless things we bear. Oh, because we do not have everything to fall in prayer. How we triumphs and tribulation, instead trouble anywhere. We should never be discouraged. Take you to the Lord in prayer. Come, we find our friends so faithful. Lord, no sorrow share. Jesus knows our every weakness. Take it to the Lord in prayer. And sings my soul, my state, the God to be. And to the Lord in prayer. And she the final song is there. Praise God.
Done? Okay. My dear friend, we are about to leave in 5 minutes. So those of you who have not had the opportunity to view the body, you are invited to do so now. I'll be leaving shortly. Thank you.
Blessed assurance, Jesus is. Oh, what a foretaste of glory divine, and of salvation, riches of God, all His glory, most This is my story, this is my song, praising my Savior all the day long. This is my story, this is my song, praising my Savior all the day long. Perfect love, visions of rapture, marvelous on my side, angels descend, bring from above, echoes of mercy,